Hi, this is Ms. Dunlap in the Marsh Library. One thing I think every student in Texas Studies ought to know about is the Handbook of Texas Online. And today I'd like to show you how to get there. So if you start at the Dallas ISD homepage, you will see an entry that says Departments. When you click on the entry that says Departments, you'll see an alphabetical list of all the departments in the Dallas ISD. Under L, you're going to see an entry for Library and Media Services. Under the Library and Media Services page, you're going to find a link to the online resources we're trying to locate. Dallas ISD Online Resources right here. When you get to that page, it's got a lot of really good resources for you to use. We're going to scroll down to Handbook. It's all alphabetical. Handbook of Texas Online. So right here, it's a little picture of a mouse with the Texas flag on it. When you click on the Handbook of Texas Online, it will take you to this amazing resource. Now, all of the things you could possibly want to know as a student in the class you're in will be here for you. There's a search function right here. And let's say I'm looking for information about the Texas Declaration of Independence. I'm going to click on search, and then I'm going to type into my search field, Texas Declaration of Independence. One moment. And then it brings up all of the articles. Let's try the very first thing. The very first thing under Texas Declaration of Independence is an incredibly informative piece about that document. When was it signed? How did they come up with it? Where and who and all that. There's a picture of it. If you click on the picture, you can see what it actually looks like. If you wanted to save a copy of that picture, you could save it by right-clicking and telling it to save. Looking back here, you can see details about some of the major players who were involved in this document. When did they write it? Well, they wrote it at the Convention of 1836, so you could click on that link and you could learn about the convention at which they wrote it. If I back up here and go find out who signed the thing and who was writing it, Richard Ellis, president of the convention. Who was Richard Ellis? Well, now I can find out. So this is a fantastic resource that will help you out a lot in your Texas Studies class. Going back here to the homepage, Handbook of Texas, I wanted to show you just a few more of the features that you could look at. Browse entries. It will show you alphabetically everything that's in here. And oh my gosh, it's so much. Just starting with the letter A. There are about 1,091 pages for you to look at. So that's quite a bit. It might take you some time. Back up to the beginning, there's popular entries, the entry of the hour. They give you a new thing every hour to learn. Texas Day by Day, if you think that today is some special day in Texas history, you can see if anything interesting happened. Today is March 1st. What happened on March 1st in Texas history? You can go check it out. They also have some special projects. So if you wanted to see specifically what happens in Dallas-Fort Worth history, what happened up the street from where you currently live, who knows, you can check that out. So this is a fantastic resource. I invite you to check it out. When you go and look at entries like that one about the Texas Declaration of Independence, you can actually see that it's going to give you the citation. So if you needed to cite it for an English teacher or for a reading class or something, you needed to say exactly where you got the information. This is a really good piece right here, the citation. It tells you in the bibliography how these things were found, who wrote the words that you're reading. So definitely check it out. It's a really interesting resource, and I think it's really going to help you guys a lot in your Texas Studies class.